Hello. Nice to see you guys. All live up until deadline. We are going to see what we can cook with the deadline stream, and of course, what can we build from this team that you're seeing on the screen. Yeah, need to do transfers, need to read some news, need to decide on a captain, and yeah, all those amazing stuff. Good morning, Alex. Hello, Bobotak. Hello, Nishant. Hello. Well, this is the team. Needs some adjustments on the bench. I don't know if I should keep Thiago, probably not. I know he faces Powers, but then it's Liverpool and they might need to lose, so yeah. Let me check Nishant. Let me check it. Palmer and Tenso out. Yeah. The Arsenal guys. Pretty solid, I would say, Nishant. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I like it. I like it a lot. Good team. Good. Yeah. It's now or never, Nishant. They need to score like crazy. They need to score like crazy. No, Alex, I'm selling. I am selling, and now I'll be reading some team news to start the morning with to know what should I do. Now, Sanchez will miss. Okay. Darius campaign is over. Neto and Garnacho, carrying Knox. So without Garnacho, they're better. Kawhi and James have trained. Wow, that's interesting for them. That's pretty good for them. That is absolutely amazing for them, if you ask me. Sesko we don't know about Sesko. Lisandro Martinez is available. Okay. De Ligt is still out, by the way. What the hell? Yeah, probably they will give. Yeah, Alex. Basically, they have no wingers. They will play with some 3 midfielders, 2 attacking mids, and they'll be fine. I don't know how it's possible for them to have so many money spent in them don't having wingers. Like, it's absolutely mental, if you ask me. If we take a look at Chelsea's team, so Neto is out, Estevao is out, Garnacho is out, and Gitten is out. and there is out. They will play Palmer, maybe two up front, I don't know, some hefty midfield 4-3-1-2, something like that. Or Pedro and Palmer behind the up with Santos, Caicedo and Tensu in midfield. I don't know. But it's pretty crazy that they don't have a lineup, basically. Vicario is not ready. Suwanki isn't completely out. Yeah. Simons, Romero, Kudus, Sodobar, Davis, Kulusevski are out. Richarlison should be back. I don't think some knock will stop him. Yeah, okay. Ballard season is over. Gertruda, okay. I don't think it matters that much. The updates from the other managers. Rodri Adopt. Diaz and Guardia were sighted on training. Okay. Hello, Jose. Thank you. Doku will probably start. He's in a great form. No injuries. Okay. I don't know what to think about Palace, honestly, guys. I would probably avoid any of their attackers. And Omarazon, Captain O'Reilly. Alex, I think you should go with Haaland. 47 points, so much. I don't see him catching you. Go with Haaland. I think they need to score goals. I was thinking about the same about my team. Should I go with O'Reilly? Yes, that's good, but realistically, they need to score goals. Because not only they are behind in points, but they are now not very far away from losing on goal difference. So that's another thing that, in my opinion, needs to be the focus on. So yeah, I'm going with goals. 1-0 victories will no longer help them win the league. So yeah. Yep. No new injuries. Timber won't return. Oof. I think Ben White plays the final. Hello, Slink. Slink, I would captain Haaland, and I would bench boost next week. No worries about the bench boost that much. Triple captaincy is way more important in my opinion at the moment. Like the bench boost you're mentioning, your team is not that bench boost ready. Next week you can sell a bit of players and have a new one, like Chelsea. Chelsea will play Spurs in 37, so you have a better option for Enzo. You can sell Richards, who will face Brentford, or even keep him. and Virgil will be facing a tired and rested Aston Villa, so I would be very much inclined to bench boosting in 37 if I were you. Close. Ok. Isak Virțin Cunate. Okay. Yeah, these guys. Goodmanson and Gruev have been joined by Okafor, so Okafor is out. That's shit. Okay, Struik is here, probably. Yeah, Slink. Yeah, roll it. This week is not that exciting. Aston Villa injuries, Sunana and Kamara. McGinn recovering, starting and scoring. I don't think that they play a lot of their starters. Kluivert is coming back. That's interesting. Okay. Lewis Cook, okay. No injuries. And this Alex Jimenez with these allegations, yeah. Alex, I'm looking probably to get Welbeck and Richarlison in. And that's what I'm going to do probably. I will take a deeper look, but I just don't see anyone with a better fixture in this week. If we take a look at the fixtures for this week, I care only about this week with them. But let me finish the roundup and we'll go and discuss it. Brighton, Milner and Solly March return to contention, okay. Diego Gomez might not play. Weaver is doubtful. That he couldn't have a return. Yeah, that's okay. Luis Miley would miss the rest of the season. That's shit. Livramento and Char are out of the season. Yeah, what Bobotak? Hasenis Hill to Lacroix. I prefer option 1. Hirocchio. How are you, Tio? Idrissa Gallagher is out. Okay. Brandt waiting, Grealish are out. Thank you, Tio. Thank you for the shout. Thank you for the shout. David Moyes also has a headache to solve. I don't care. Brentford, Henderson is available. Yane out. Rico Henry is back on grass. With Milambo and Carvalho. Okay. Fulham. Kevin is fit again. Berk is suffering illness. Okay. Everybody is okay. Okay. And those two teams no one cares about. Now, regarding my transfers, where I see an upside, I think that Liverpool, Chelsea, I cannot buy Isak, I cannot buy Gakpo. So Gakpo is a midfielder from Chelsea, I don't want Pedro. Nice, Gio. Nice. Liverpool and Chelsea, I don't want to play Brighton here. Alex, I would probably keep Sar and I would sell Struik. I just don't know if he will play. And even if he plays, I suspect that he will concede. I see a lot of potential now in Spurs to score. They just got their first win and I think they want to capitalize on this. So yeah. Brighton Wolves, I want to capitalize as mentioned on Brighton, so Danny Welbeck is the first guy that's going to join for sure. Like, there is no saying about it. And next week I can use him again, which is quite good. Don't want to think about a quick transfer right away. So yeah, that's good. And then we have Fulham versus Bournemouth. Here I can capitalize on Bournemouth versus Fulham. The thing is, Bournemouth after that, they face Man City, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Man City, and the final week they've got Forest. Okay. Bournemouth are not out of the equation. Hello, Aldo. Yes, I can check. Let me check it, Aldo. Enzo, Hill, and Struik. Yeah, I liked a lot. I liked a lot, Waldo. With Saka here, yeah, it's good. It's very, very good. You end up nicely the season. I know it. I know it. This hurts, by the way. This hurts a lot. But what can you do? Basically nothing. Yeah, I liked. So yeah, Bournemouth is one option with Krupi, maybe, if we take a look at Krupi. I don't know how Evan Nilsson's got more points, honestly. I don't know. Because Krupi is not getting a lot of bonus, I would say. His minutes are always restricted. Now with him back next week, I have to bench him, which at the end of the day is not bad of an option because I need someone to bench. And Krupi is a prime candidate for this. So Krupi is one option, I would say. Evan Nilsson is also the other. He has not scored in a while. Against Fulham, I would have to check the data, but yeah. Krupi is an option for sure. And they play for Europe, which is always also good. Kelleher, Sanchez, Senesi, Michele, Anderson, Thiago, Gabriel, Rice, Wilson, Bruno, Cherki. I like the team, man. I like it. I don't see a lot of options to improve. Like this week, you play Kelleher. That's a bit shit, if you ask me. Having Kelleher and Sanchez, I would probably be looking to get in Raya, if you can. So Raya in. Then you have Senesi to play. You have Anderson to play. You have Gabriel. Yeah, you have defenders. Rice, Wilson, Bruno, Cherki, Anderson, Haaland, Bowen, Thiago. Yeah, you can bench Bowen or Thiago this week. And then bench boost next week safely. Raya is a brilliant asset because you will be getting him on a bench boost. You can sell Sanchez because then Brentford will play against Palace. So I quite like it. So yeah, I think that you're in a good place, Theo. Did send it to Gabriel last week? Yeah. Sorry, Waldo. Whenever you have a chance, yeah, I will check it. So you have Triple, you have Wolf single, you have Bruno, Van Hecke. I like your team a lot. I would probably move Palmer to Saka like it was suggested on Discord and play the week. Wow, what else you can do? Nothing basically, with one free transfer. I think that's the play, man. I think that is the play. Palmer with Saka and yeah, play the week. The rest of the team is pretty solid for fixtures. So yeah. Sunderland United, I cannot get anyone from here. Link, that's not a bad shout, but if you wanna waste transfer on a side move, yeah. Man City already have it covered. Brentford I'm not buying, I'm selling. Aston Villa I already have covered. Palace and Everton I cannot buy anyone up front that's worth it. Forest, Newcastle, no thank you. West Ham, Arsenal, no thank you. I've already got Bowen and I'm selling. Helps Stingray. Spurs Leeds is probably the other fixture where I would target with Richarlison. So it's either Krupi or Richarlison. So if we go for Richie, he is in a very, very interesting spot. These fixtures are not ideal, but I know he will play. Looking at the Prem table, basically. This is the Prem table. We have it exactly where we want it. So Bournemouth are in prime contention to finish 6th. So they need to win. Against Fulham, they will play to win. Spurs will need to win. Like, Palace are 6 points away from relegation. They can be drawn into the relegation battle while winning a European trophy, just like Spurs last year. But realistically, I think that if West Ham do not win against Arsenal, they are safe, which is a good thing. And these teams will stop playing. Newcastle is safe, I believe, yeah, that's 9 points. I just don't see how they are catching up with minus 19 goal difference. Like, they need to lose like crazy and they have to win like crazy. That's not happening. Currently have Gabriel, Saliba, Van Hecke, and City don't really fancy any Palace assets. So you have Gabriel, Saliba, O'Reilly, Van Hecke. Gabriel, Saliba, O'Reilly, Van Hecke. I would honestly consider Tarkovsky. Elsewhere, where you can benefit from not a lot of places, to be fair. Like Poro for a week, maybe against Leeds, just a big maybe. But yeah, I think that's it. Not a lot of options, I would say. Not a lot of options with the limited. So yeah, Alex, probably you can go for Poro or Tarkovsky. Aston Villa, I cannot tell you who will play. United, I don't like that much. You already have the Bournemouth cover. Oh no, you don't have okay, go for Hill or Senesi, man. Flip a coin. Basically the same. Yes, Bobotak. That's nice, chill, nice budget. Why are you benching GCL again? Bobotak, you don't believe in him scoring a goal? Over Mituma, I would play him, honestly. But yeah. No, Wodo, no. I don't think it is. If you are chasing hard, yeah, but... Yeah. Tio, why don't you take... Do you have another free transfer after Raya, or no? Or is it only one free transfer this week? Bournemouth will play like crazy to get Europe. So they have... They have... Let me check this way. 2 away fixtures. Forest will be playing probably to survive. It's gonna be tough. On the other side, Spurs will have Leeds and Chelsea. Chelsea are shit at the moment. Leeds are good, but Spurs will want to win. One free transfer left after Raya, or when you do Raya, you don't have another free transfer. I think I will be going for Richarlison because next week, realistically, next week I have Gross, Bruno, Cherky, Saka, and I will buy someone instead of Rogers. So I would have players to play. Then I would play Calvert-Lewin and Danny Welbeck. So this player does not matter for 37 for me. For 38, I would play Calvert-Lewin. I would probably get Bowen, Bruno G, Cherky, Saka, and the guy that I transfer. Okay, Tio. So yeah, I agree. I agree that way. I would have the defense set in, it's already locked in. So yeah, I basically need a striker for this week only. And I don't think that Fulham away is as easy as Leeds at home. So I think my other move will be just reach in here. Like risk it for the biscuit. And I think I'm done with my so if I was not using bench boost, my team would have been set up like this. So these are the players that I'm bench boosting for: Bruno G, Calvert-Lewin, Raya, and Gross. This is my vice captain. Yeah, I think that's feasible. Let me check some expected points now. I know it's shit, but Bournemouth plays City in 37. So basically I'm bench boosting, no, I'm bench boosting probably this. What? Okay. I'm bench boosting, probably it was gonna be this. If I had I didn't have a bench boost. So yeah, this is the team I'm benching boosting for: Pedro Porro, Calvert-Lewin, Bruno G and Raya. Not a bad bench boost. And I have 2 transfers to adjust the team if something happens next couple of weeks. So yeah, okay. I'm not that sad about it. So this is the team. 2 box. Boom, 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 boom. So O'Reilly is with a higher expected points than Cherky because of clean sheet potential. You don't need to, man. You don't need to, Tio. Just get the DEFCON. You get the DEFCON. Like, I expect the 2 clean sheets, to be fair. Like, with most expected points, it's Haaland, obviously. O'Reilly and Gay are the same, and Cherky. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I think that Cherky. Okay, Botak, so leave him there. What about what? Please, Radu, I'm here. What do you want me to help you with? I'm just not overly excited by Cherky captain. With O'Reilly as well. Here an option. They have the same expected points, which is funny. So yeah, Poro, Gabriel, Gross. I think I'm leaving it on the attacker. 2 home fixtures, I think he plays both. I think my 3 players play both, but still I'm a fan of this more, I would say. I'm a fan of this way more. Cowardly. Hello, FPX. I'm doing well. How are you? Let me check, Radu. Let me check. Hey, suck. Oof. Okay. So I would risk playing Sar over Thiago any day of the week. I would risk, not risk, Anderson. So you basically need a keeper, Rado. I know it's not that exciting, but The rest of the team can play, like, literally you have options. I would play Sar, even if it's for a 1 point, I would play Sar. Bruno, Ryan, Rice, Anderson, yeah, they're good enough. Pedro, Haaland, I would bench Thiago, I would probably bench Ho, and I would bench Virgil. So I would play Anderson, Sar. So the defense will be Raya instead of Sanchez, Gabriel, Anderson, Senesi, Anderson, Rice, Ryan, Fernandez, Sar, Haaland, Joao Pedro. I think that would be my move. Hello FPL Axe, I think that he gets arrested this week. I think it will be Abraham. Oh, bench 2 of this. I would probably bench Wilson on us for sure against Brighton. Wilson has not been playing ideally well. Like, if you take a look at his performances recently, it's not been that overly exciting. Look at these numbers. It's not that exciting, to be fair. So Wilson will be the one that I bench. And then probably Wilson will be my this year will be the other bench option. I think I would have benched Calvert-Lewin if I don't have the bench boost. So yeah, that would be the bench in my opinion. Oh, Rado, you still have bench boost. Okay. Mate, it's tough. Honestly, I would use it this week. The benching of... You can sell Ho to O'Reilly for a minus, and playing Virgil is not that bad. Playing Thiago is not ideal, but not that bad. And yeah, having another... and still having Dubravka versus Aston Villa is more ideal. The other option is to bench boost in 38, but your team... Yeah, it's good for it, but do you think everyone plays? I would bench boost now, Radu. Henderson, Axas. We have... Axis, we have double. I know that they play against Wolves, but you've bought Henderson for that double, so play him for the double. Okay, the other option is to not get Raya. The other option is to get... you can get someone else. Oh, it's pretty tough. Can you get Pickford? Pickford is not a bad shout. FPL Axe, let me check. I just bring this to Gibbs White. What would you suggest? Darwo, Gibbs White. Yeah, I would play Kadioglu for sure because of Wolves. Maybe over Senesi, but that's still risky. I would play Verbruggen, of course. Your team is pretty good. Pretty good, FPL Axe. Is it to bring in Henderson and for Darwo on the bench boost? No, here is the thing, no. -4 for a keeper is never worth it. -4 for a keeper is never worth it. Cortexito, nice to see you, my man. Thank you. I'm doing well, how are you? Hello, Ricky. Next week, Chio, I don't think Bowen and Thiago are a sell. Probably Senes is the only one that's a sell. Hello, Snacks. Rado, I don't think Van Dijk is the issue in your team. I believe that the issue more is not having a keeper. And probably Ho. I don't like Ho. You're playing your free hit. What does a free hit team looks like according to you this week? Sack, the free hit will look something like Henderson in goal, Lacroix, Gay, and O'Reilly. Henderson, Lacroix, Gabriel, O'Reilly. Then in midfield, probably Saka, Cherky, Bruno Rogers, and up front Haaland, Richarlison, Welbeck. I like it a lot. Something like that. Let me check snacks. One free transfer. Okay, so you don't have... Do you have a bench boost? So I outplayed probably I outplayed Darwell. Gabriel, Munoz, O'Reilly. Honestly, Snacks, if I have to be completely honest, I would not use the transfer. Like, Thiago will be benched this week, and you play a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2. And you're Gucci, I think. Pickford, Sanchez. Okay. So, Radu, the option then is to get either Verbruggen, probably Verbruggen. Verbruggen is the play. Verbruggen then. You have the money. Verbruggen. Ah, you have a bench boost. Okay. So then I would probably then sell Thiago to, let's say, Welbeck and play the bench boost. Your team is solid enough. Next week, Theo, you mean? You have Senesi, Michele, Andersen, Thiago, Gabriel. And next week... Oh, I've just clocked that you don't have O'Reilly. So probably O'Reilly. O'Reilly, Theo. You have Cherk and Haaland, so only. Yeah, probably O'Reilly. Yeah, yeah. You have one transfer to instead of Senesi and bench. No FPL Wax, I would not bench them. That was... No, no, no. I don't think Lacroix is that needed, man. I don't think he is. In order to bench an attacker, no. Yeah, next week is good as well. Next week is good. Only you need to take care probably of Senesi or Munoz. But yeah, I agree. I agree. Next week is also good. Next week is solid. Next week is solid. I agree. Snacks. If you have it on 37 plant, yeah, 37 is completely fine. Ricky. I would sell Thiago to Welbeck and play the week, Ricky. The rest is pretty solid. Henderson, Gabriel, Saliba, Lacroix, O'Reilly, Cherk, Fernandez, Haaland. I like it, Sak. I like it. Radu... You can consider selling Anderson or Ryan. No, Ryan will play. Probably Anderson is the only one considering for a Cherky. So yeah. But that's up to you. I'm not a fan of hits. I'm not a fan of hits this time of the season. Yeah, Ricky, you are solid team. You have it very solid. I like it. I like it a lot. You've prepared well. What's your rank? Oof, you're still in the contention for the... You're still in contention. You're still in contention for the top spots. Nice to hear that, Rick. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think that you need Lacroix. So then you have to sell Rice, Radu, which is not ideal. Gio, let's live until 38 and we'll see. I don't think you needed FPL. I choose to play Thiaw and Andersen. Yeah. FPL, I think your team is well set up for a big push. Was this your team? Let me try and find it. Yeah, this is your team. Just sell Gibbs White, man. I don't think you need anything else to be sold. I don't think you do. I think that that's pretty enough. Yeah, Ricky, that's an option. That's an option. But next week you can bench someone. So if you buy Welbeck, you will play Welbeck against Leeds for sure. And you would have to deal only with one of them. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Rado. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Tio. Okay. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I slept well. I'm so sleepy. I slept pretty well. Eh. What do you want about it, Tio? I would play probably Calvert-Lewin. He's on penalties. I like the penalty taker. Makes sense, Tio. Makes sense. FPL I have Lacroix in my team since 2 weeks ago. I just don't think it's worth a transfer. FPL. You ask me for my honest opinion, you don't have to play bench boost. So I prefer you not to bench Kadioglu, O'Reilly, Gabriel, or Senesi. Or you have to play bench boost. Let me check. Am I tripping? No, you don't have bench boost. So I don't want you to bench Senesi, Gabriel, O'Reilly, or Kadioglu. These four, or even Hugh. I just don't see a reason to bench any of your defenders this week. Hinshelwood, Semenyo, Bruno should all play. Pedro, Haaland, Calvert-Lewin should also all play. So you should play Verbruggen. Why the hell do you need Lacroix? Happy to help Rado. It's not about what I was on a different strategy. You bench boosted several weeks ago. I think I'm not playing without... You are believing a lot in PSG, but yeah. Where is Hakimi, Tio? Where is Hakimi? I think I'm relying on Raya, Gabriel, Saka, and probably Victor. Victor. Yes, Radu, yes. So I don't see why you want so much to buy Lacroix. I've got him because I need to bench boost. If I was not bench boosting, I was going to play O'Reilly, Gay, and Gabriel. So no, I would not recommend buying Lacroix. Even though I have him in my squad, that's two different things. That's two completely different things. Have a great weekend, Radu. Now, yes, but there are 3 weeks until the final, Tio. Literally 21 days until the final. I would sit on the bench Hugh, Gibbs White, and probably Calvert-Lewin or Joao Pedro. I would play 4-4-2. I would risk it with Sar. You already have risk with Sar. So yeah. I would basically play 4-4-2. I don't even know if you need to sell Gibbs White this week or keep your transfers for next. And just buy someone to end the season well with. I don't think it will hurt your rank because it's template, no. If they perform, you do well. If they don't perform, no matter if you have template or not, you will suffer. So, yeah. Ivan Press. FPL, I think that he starts one of the two games for sure and gets benched sub-10 in the other. I think that he plays game and sometime more, but it's a double. You got him for a reason. I think you should, yeah, risk it a bit. Hello, Ajita. Yes, I remember. How are you? Suck? Not necessarily. I like the Arsenal defense for the next three. I think triple defense will differentiate you. Okay, FPL, then you need to probably bench both Pedro and Calvert-Lewin. I don't think I'm benching O'Reilly, Gabriel, Senesi, or Kadioglu. I would play Sar. I can see benching Hinshelwood, not ideally, but I can see it happening. But yeah, I would risk it with Bruno, Semenyo, Saka, Hinshelwood, and Haaland up front. Yeah, Jita, where have you been? Where have you been? I'm anonymous. I would see someone like Pascal Gross as an option. You have Sar Cherki. By the way, Soboswai is an option. So I like Soboswai as well. I like Soboswai as well. No, FPL Axe. I don't think you are thinking way too much about it, man. You have a brilliant 15-man squad. You have issues benching players, so I don't see why you want to give more benching headache. PSG Agita. Yeah, suck. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. If you are playing bench boost, I would boom 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 boom. Raya Verbruggen, okay, White, Star, Cherky, Bruno, Casemiro. So you need a Gibbs White replacement. So if it's only for this week, I would still go Soboswai. Honestly, Soboswai feels nice. Soboswai feels like a solid asset to go for. You can go for Bruno G like I had. You can if you have the money. No, you don't have the spot for Arsenal. If you go for who else you can go for? I think Soboswai is the play. Hello, Maguire. Let me check. Bow! You need 50 points to catch up. That's a lot of points, man. Ooh, I would sell Palmer to Saka and play the week. Maguire, Palmer to Saka and play the week, man. Risk it with Saka. Nothing else to tell you. Risk it with Saka. Do you have any chips left to play? No. 4-4, yeah. Saka is your play, man. Saka is your play. Okafor is injured. Okafor is injured. Bench who though? You can bench Kukurea, of course. Aronson and Tavernier. Kukurea, Aronson, Tavernier. Those. I would bench. Stash is good. Stash is good. Stash is pretty solid, I would say. Hello on Perry. You have 4 transfers. Palmer to Saka. And probably, but you have an amazing team, Maguire, this week. Probably I would attack it next week. This week your team is pretty solid. I would not change a lot. I would not change a lot. I would not change a lot. Your team is pretty solid. I envy this team. If you want so much FPL X to buy Lacroix, buy him. I'm not telling you not to buy him. Personally, I wouldn't. But if you want Lacroix so much, buy him. You ask me for my opinion, I told you my opinion. Now, how can I help you if you don't want my opinion? My opinion is that your team is amazing. If you want, you can take out Senesi or Hugh and buy Lacroix. And that's it. Alan Perry, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. I like it. Thank you, Cortex. Thank you. If you want so much the power assets, go for it. I cannot stop you do anything. So, yep. Buy him now. If you want him so much, buy him. But if he doesn't start, don't blame me. Nice, Cortex. You and your hitsman always here. Okay, let me hear it, Theo. Let me hear it. Yeah, it comes in the right time. When I see a Cortex, I always think of hits. So Theo, your plan is brilliant. Let me show it to you. You have 4 PSG defenders and 3 Arsenal attackers. Good. Yep. Pretty solid. I would save it for next week and see if Ben White, Calafiori plays and get someone more exciting. Thank you, Theo. Maybe because of what season you took a lot of hits, right? Okay, FPL, I think they can keep a clean sheet, but they can decide to play their best squad against City and rest against Everton. I don't know what's in the mind of the manager. Having your team with already 5 amazing defenders for this week, it seems like a side move. Of course, the differential in your team will be Kadioglu. Senesi and Hill you can bet against. So that's a play, of course. Yes, he's in your attacking spot, man. Instead of Rice, yeah, he's in your attacking spot. Midfielders and forwards are considered attackers. Goalkeepers and defenders are considered defenders. Yes, yes, Gio is between them. Is between them. I think that Arsenal are a better team. They would have the hype from UCL, and they're likely to keep a clean sheet. Will they keep it? It's a different topic. But if you want, you can bench Gabriel. If that. Okay, Gio. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. Oof, suck. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. It sounds like a nice derby. 3 bench boost. I think with triple captain you outs. Whoever is on triple captain outscores. I don't think that bench boost. I don't think that free hit outscores bench boost though. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think that bench boost is superior to free hit this week, but inferior to triple captain. So I think you are pretty equal, and you need only a few points. I think it looks nice for you. It looks nice for you. Okay. I think that next week is pretty good for double Arsenal for sure in defense. Even triple Arsenal is good. I think the last 2 weeks it's Saka. If you have Saka, full believe in Saka captain, and you can even risk it with Arsenal defenders captain, because yeah, Burnley are awful and Palace will rest their players. So yeah, I think that Palace will ruin City chances, but let's see. Let's see. Of course, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Yo, Federico, nice to see you. Wow, Federico, I would use triple captain now. Bench boost next week and free hit the last one. I think triple captain is now the play with Haaland, then bench boost next week and free hit the last one, because we will know who will have to fight for something. I don't think that 15 players will play good in the last week, at least from what we know to have the bench boost, so yeah. Oof, FPL Axe, no man. I am deliberating O'Reilly or Cherky. I don't think I have a lot of other options. If I could change something, probably will be Bruno G to Bruno F or Rogers to Bruno F. And I would probably have Haaland. Federico, no one. Literally no one. Maybe Lacroix is the only option that I can say looks nice, but I can never guarantee anything with them. I think staying away from Palace will not be that bad of a shout, because next week you have to sell them because they are playing bad. So if you don't have Palace, it's not the end of the world. Because you bench boost next week and you need 15 players and they're shit. So yeah. I am so much in deliberation about O'Reilly versus Cherky, honestly. I would probably stick with Cherky because it's 2 home fixtures and yeah, they can play the game, but yeah, I hope to get this Cherky in the double, not this one. 13 points, I would be happy. O'Reilly ended up the double with 13 as well. No, it was not 13. Yeah, it was 13, and Gay ended up on 8. So the Theo nowhere still, it's not launched. Yeah, well, I would start him over the defender, of course. I'm not surviving, FPLX. That's the question. That's the answer. I'm not surviving. I hope that my bench boost will handle the heat there, but I'm not surviving. The answer is I'm not. The answer is I'm pretty screwed in that department. This year was not the year to take on that challenge. It was not the year for sure. It was a pretty tough season to play without Bruno Semenyo and Haaland. Especially with Saka, Palmer, Wirtz being so shit. Of course, if Salah was nuclear like last year, I would have been screwed as well. But yeah, Saka, Palmer, Watkins being shit, it was just not for me. Gay is ideal to keep. Gay plays well. FPL, that's an interesting improvement. By the looks of the numbers, Cherk has played better, but 1 week can be like that and Semenyo to flip the switch on. So if you want to use that transfer so hard, I would go for it. But yeah, it's a side move. You can afford it though. You can afford the side move. You can afford it. Yes, suck. World Cup winning nations only. World Cup winning nations only. Next year, I'm not playing any of this shit. I'm buying all the players that I want. Yo, you kids, nice to see you. It was a really, really shitty experience. A really, really shitty experience, if you ask me. It was interesting, but it was not fun. So many good defenders just didn't perform, so yeah. It's not just something that... Yeah, if we take a look at players, how they're performing. Now, from here, from the defensive line, Virgil was the only defender that I couldn't buy. Senesi, I could, of course. Has played it on Riley because he didn't get in Haaland's. Oof. Yeah, suck. Fair play. Oh, yeah. I can. Buckets, I can give it to you. Then we will analyze the season. What? Buckets, why the hell do you want advice from me, man? You're 16k. I would buy Saka over Palmer and play the rest. Van Hecke over Struik, probably Gross over Tough, and Hugh bench and Verbruggen in. And the team is pretty solid. Because I don't think you need any advice from me. And you're not first in my league. Who is first? Igor. This guy is 903. Fair play. Fair fucking play. I have a Bulgarian lady that's... What? What the hell? Fair fucking play. Fair fucking play. And she can still win it. She can still win it. Who's leading the Premium League? Uh, it's Ansari again. Nice. Ansari looking likely to win the money. Let's go, Ansari. Let's go. No, it made me feel less invested. Because at some weeks I just couldn't buy anyone because of the restrictions. Literally, it was... Yeah. It was very, very shit. Hello, Josh. Yeah, that also works. You get Gabriel in for Hugh, but then who you bench is pretty tough to decide. Probably Van Hecke again. I'm going with Sobo, Josh. Sobo. Sobo. Yeah, you get... I think that you can sell... to buy Gabriel. Yeah. Palmer is the transfer. Yeah, we're fun. Probably, but yeah, realistically, it didn't help me invest in the game at all. It was like I had a period of time where I was just trying to play a random transfer just for the sake of it. Yeah, fun, pushing bit by bit, step by step. Hopefully we'll end up the season in 1 million. Hopefully. But yeah, it was not very motivating, to be fair. So yeah. The goalkeeper, I got it right. Gabriel, Gay, O'Reilly, I could have owned. Timber is the only one that I wanted to own during the season. Van Hecke is the other, sorry. So Van Hecke and Timber were two defenders that cost me dearly because I was not able to find a 4.5 defender for a long time when I needed it. Senesi, Hugh, yeah, but not overly exciting, to be fair, to get defenders. And the issue is the midfield. The issue is that Bruno, Semenyo, and Wilson, when they were firing, I couldn't buy them. And Szoboszlai. The four midfielders that I wanted at some point my midfield to be Szoboszlai, Wilson, Semenyo, and Fernandes. If I could buy everyone. You can say how much it hurts. Hello, Jim McDonald. Team this week: Martinez, O'Reilly, Gabriel, Van Hecke, Rogers, Casemiro, Bruno, F. Cherky, Haaland, Webber, Watkins, Kelleher, Hughes, Tash, Mukiele. I like it a lot. Hello, Asif. Yeah, I would sell Rogers. Asif, even though it's Burnley. Can you not sell someone else, or yeah? Vukets, you will. Yeah, Irfan, I like it. Wow, Jim McDonald. Fair play. Yep, suck. It was crazy. Like, I could have owned Rice a lot. Gibbs White never joined my team because he was never the ideal option. These 2 weeks I couldn't buy him, and he was not amazing throughout the rest of it. Irfan, let me check. Saka. Saka is the answer. You have triple city by Saka. Irfan. So that didn't help the midfield option. And the issue is that the big hitters that I could buy, being Saka and Palmer, were shit. Saka was injured. I know he has a lot of points, but he was injured throughout. And Palmer was non-existent for most of the season. Yep, Irfan, yep. AK7. Yeah, Osif, yeah. Keep them. And up front, the only guy that I regret not being able to own throughout the whole season is, of course, Haaland. The rest, Gyökeres I didn't want, Sesko I didn't want, Rau I didn't want, and Beto and Barry I didn't want, let's be real. The rest I could buy. So the only issues that I had with my team were in midfield, and it cost me a lot. Because, I'm telling you why. Because people always had captaincy options. The safe captaincy option, I could never get it. Literally never. There were times when Haaland was the default option, I couldn't get him. There was a time where Bruno was the default option, I couldn't get him. And now still I cannot buy them. If we take a look at this statistic, this one, player of the week, Bauer, no. Timber, no. Zubimendi, yes. Tasha, Oderete, I couldn't buy. Semenyo, Gomez, Bruno, Dorgu was there. Good luck, Tio. Kash and Thiago Hamza. Especially in captaincy. Especially in captaincy suck. Yeah, Jim McDonald, I'm getting rid of Rogers. That was the most difficult part throughout the season, nailing down the captaincy. If I take a look at my captaincy picks, they were always risky. Like here it was Cherky. Here it was Solanke. Here it was O'Reilly. Here it was Bowen. Yes, I've got some good captains, but then Joao Pedro. In this week, awful. In Gameweek 31, Haaland. Whoops. In Gameweek 31, for example, Haaland. Let's say Bruno in Gameweek 31, 13 points. Yep, Jim McDonald. Yep, that's true. Then Haaland in Gameweek 31 did not play, so it was going to be Bruno. Then in Gameweek 30, where I played Ekitike, he got injured. Remember when I had Solanke, he got injured. In Gameweek 30, on the other side, Haaland got 2 points, but it was against West Ham, and Bruno was playing against Aston Villa, so I would have probably ended up on the same. I think you have only you have 8 million in the bank. Sorry, Irfan. Bum, 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 bum. That's interesting. Gibbs White 2. Gipsy White 2. You have 2 Liverpool already. I could not recommend you there. I would say Bruno G is interesting option. That I would say that it's looking differential, but not that exciting. You can go for Stash. The other options are just not that appealing, if you ask me, Irfan. Unlucky with second injury in my team for a captaincy. Oh no, he wasn't injured. He was just benched, sorry. Then here in Gameweek 29, where people were betting heavily on Forest and on Newcastle. Yep, it was shit. Gameweek 28, Ekitike scored though. This was a good week. Gameweek 27, my captain was Palmer. Guess what? Palmer was shit. Gameweek 27, he played against Burnley. Yeah, fair play. Gameweek 26, I didn't bench here. I didn't captain him. I triple captain Gabriel for their double, of course. And here I didn't captain him. I captained again Gabriel. So, yeah, he was coming back from a pretty shitty week. I just didn't have the captaincy option throughout the season. That was nailed down captaincy. And that's what cost me a lot. I captained Gabriel for a very long time. Like you see, 4 or 5 weeks in a row I was on Gabriel. Before that, Ekitike, another benching. So, yeah, Bruno, even if I had Bruno more, I would have been way better, like you mentioned. But it was pretty underwhelming throughout the year. These points, 209. No one from my challenge come close. It's only Declan Rice, but Dex got it in 1 or 2 weeks. Like 9 points here, 17, 11. There weren't too many big scores. 13, 11. Then from the forwards, Haaland was amazing. So, yeah, this is what cost me the most. These 4 players, their run of form, and these 5 players, it's what cost me a lot. And again, wrong captains, but that's on me. I was trying to be different with captains. It didn't work out, sadly. So yeah, that was the main reason. I'm far behind. And of course, on the popular strategy of free hit in 33, bench boost in 33, I couldn't buy Brighton defenders, so I was pushed away of that strategy, which cost me again. So yeah. But yeah, we move forward to next year. The captaincy, everyone being boring with the same captain over and over again is what. No, Irfan. Next challenge is end up in top 10k. Next challenge is top 10k. I would start with the preparation probably today while watching the game for next season because I want to analyze some stuff that I was not able to, especially with teams, positions. It's too shit that teams that are in Europe play their second side most of the week, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, the analysis will start now because I think for next season it's pretty relevant what we have to end the season with. I know it sounds tricky and I know it sounds sketchy to start the preparation this early with not a lot of information, but there is a lot of hidden information that that I want to get, basically. This way I managed to find last season. Last season, when I started the season strong, it was because of the analysis that I did on the season before. I managed to get positional data, I managed to get cheap defenders in early on. Next year, I don't know how they're going to price players. With Salah leaving, the only expensive player will be Haaland and probably Bruno Fernandes. I don't see Palmer being that expensive. Of course, they will bump him up, but yeah. I will get the positional analysis spot on and I will try to... I've done it several times. If DevCon exists, by the way, I will use one list, but that list is for a wildcard strategy. So yeah, to start the season, you start with teams that end well. I will explain everything on preseason. Leaving down some notes, yeah. I had a lot of nice analysis watching. Hello, it's easy. Your team is Raya, Dubravka, Gabriel, Thiago, Justin, O'Reilly, Michele, Saka, Bruno, Wilson, Anderson, Rogers, Thiago, Haaland, Suanke. Sell Suanke, buy Welbeck and play it. Oops. These are some of my tips that I had. Hello, Sean. Jean, I don't think it's worth wasting a defensive transfer. Do the first option, I like it. Team is really solid. I started the analysis from Gameweek 34. Yeah. Let me just check. Let me check, Rihan. Oof, I would probably sell the... Oh, that's tough. Are you bench boosting or you have bench boost already with this team? Oof, you have the bench boost. What I would do is I would probably bench boost next week. You have Wolves players, you have Palace players, you have Newcastle, you would sell him. So what I would do this week is I would probably bench Thiago, Bowen and Dango, get Raya in, and next week you have the perfect team after you sell Rogers to bench boost. Of course, but he will get to the DEFCON. So yeah. Yeah. I would keep the Bowen and Thiago in, just bench them this week. If you don't want to bench both, I would bench Bowen only. I told you it's easy. Swanke to Welbeck. I think you're in a good position, Rihan. Just sell the keepers. Sell Dubravka if you can to Raya, or if you cannot get Raya to Verbruggen, and next week you can play Kelleher. Yep, Rogers is shit. Oh, Rogersito. Where are these scores, Rogersito? So I have game week 34 and 35 to bestly. Thank you, it's easy. Raya, Dubravka. Yeah, you're not getting a good picture either way. Gabriel, Thiago, Justin, O'Reilly, Michele, Saka, Bruno, Wilson, Thiago, Haaland, Solanke. Rogers, Anderson, Wilson, Bruno, Saka, Michele. I think your next week is bench boostable. It's easy. I think next week you're better for a bench boost. This week I would probably... And next week I would probably sell Rogers. Get someone exciting for the final weeks because Newcastle play West Ham. Then you have Leeds playing Brighton. And you have Michele playing Everton. I think that the play for you easy is next week. Dubravka is having a shit fixture all the time, so it doesn't really matter when you bench boost him, but the other players, you have a better potential this next week. And it will be Brighton vs Leeds, so yeah, I think you're in a good position this way, when you sell Rogers next week. Yeah, no more, Rihan, no more. That's the final week. No more. No more. Yeah, Rihan. Let me check Suck. I would take one. Oh no, you have triple Bournemouth, triple Brighton already. I would get a Bournemouth defender in. I would get Senesi probably. If he has the money, I would get Senesi in. I don't think there are too exciting transfers this week. Brighton you already have covered. Aston Villa I cannot predict their defense. They might rest everyone. Aston Villa would have been ideal. You can get Tarkovsky, but you have the attack of powers. You have triple Arsenal, you have triple City. Poru might be interesting, but I would probably go for Senesi. Good luck, El Pistolero. Good luck. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of money, I see. So I would go for... Yeah, if he cannot get Senesi, get Hill. Get Hill. I just don't see anything else worth it, honestly. For this money specifically. Good luck, El Pistolero, for your exam. Hopefully you nailed it. Yo, Abish. Dewsbury Hall Snacks. Oh, let me check who played last week and who played in Europe. I've dropped Viewer from my radar a long time ago, which is my mistake because there are also good players. So last week against Spurs, it was Minks, Lindelof, Cash, and Madsen. It was Cash, Konsa, Torres, Dine. I don't know if Cash gets his rest. I don't know if Konsa again gets his rest. Torres. I honestly don't know. The Villa final is between Gameweek 37 and 38. So against Liverpool, he will bench them. And against City, by the way. They will be hangover from the win. But at the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, Rehan. If you want, you can dice it with Konsa. I think he's the safest. He is not going to rest him again, probably. So probably Konsa is the safest. Abish, let me check it. Triple captain on Haaland and want some Palace players. I don't think, mate, you need anything apart from Palmer to Saka and play the week. Honestly. Like, you will play Van Heck and Gross. You are playing triple captain. So, I don't think you should use anything. Yeah, Saka, if it's not Hugh, it's Konsa. I just don't see... I see an upside, of course. It's one of Hugh or Konsa. I just don't think anything else will work for him. But yeah, Palmer for Saka. And yeah, fuck Palace, man. You have Verbruggen in goal, O'Reilly, Gabriel, Hugh, and Van Hecke to play. Does Palace outscore most of them? I don't know. Bench Tavernier, play Gross, play Hugh. Probably bench Van Hecke against Wolves. And yeah, Palmer to Saka and you play the week. SW crates, yes. Yeah, so the rest can be wrote. No need for anything. Should I captain someone else? Hold him for the double week, man. Hold him. For me, hold him, crates. Yeah. I think I'm sticking with Cherky. No need to make side moves. Ricky, at some point you have to risk it more, man. Like, Thiago is pretty good, but I feel like City will dominate. I know that Brentford are playing for Champions League, but I really do feel like it's not gonna be Brentford, sadly. They will end up in 2 losses and 1 win, in my opinion. Of course, I can be wrong. Which I always forget which is the Anderson. Oh, João Pedro. João Pedro. Fuck DevCons, man. Of course, I'm kidding, but yeah, next season I hope that DevCons are slightly changed. So you bench Dubravka, you bench, I think, Mukiele. Probably Mukiele. And Thiago. I know Thiago is not ideal to bench. But yeah. Yeah, easy. So Dubravka, Justin Mukiele, and Anderson. Probably that would be my bench, or Thiago instead of Anderson. Yeah, I know that you consider him because of DevCons. I don't know if he's not tired. They are basically avoiding relegation. They have to play this week. They play Newcastle. I think a draw will suffice to both teams. But yeah, Anderson is also good. I think that Liverpool can see it against Pedro. Pedro is not a bad shout this week. Yeah, this season has been pretty underwhelming, but yeah, at least I can analyze good the teams from 34, 35. Yeah, a lot of teams we have 35, 38 because they're blank in 34, so it's going to be tough. But I think 4, maybe 34, maybe we have to analyze one more game. We'll see. But I think the last 4 games are pretty good time scale to analyze. We'll see the analysis. How many teams played in 34? Yeah, maybe we'll have to include these games as well. Yeah, probably we'll do that. Ha, okay, suck. Hopefully I didn't mislead you, but I think he's the best option today. Yeah, I will analyze these as well. Okay. I will add them to the equation. I don't know if it's worth analyzing teams that managers are leaving. Like, I'm not analyzing Wolves and Burnley, of course. I don't need to. Yeah. Yeah, Sak, that's true. Especially your triple captain guy. Ricky, I don't think so. I have some other opinion about the DEFCON. It's, if you take a look, DEFCON made defenders like Gay, Senesi, Van. Realistically, it made Senesi fun and Mukiele. Okay, so let me just answer to Peter. I have Nunes, Cherky, Haaland, and is worth bringing Henderson in too and play triple captain, or with Dango, Hugh, and Cash? I would play bench boost next week, Peter Barry. I would play triple captain this week with Haaland. Don't bring Henderson, in my opinion. Next week, bench boost. So, Ricky, yes, it helped a lot midfielders because players like Casemiro, Rice, Anderson, Garner would not have been options in that sense. Which I think it's not bad. I think that is not bad that way. Casemiro, they still need have to. The players like Anderson and Garner are only here in the top 10 because of DEFCON. That's the truth. And that's the real truth. On the other side, it showed yeah, okay, here I agree with defender. Yes, just I think yes, Rick, you are true. You are correct, as I believe. I meant. You are correct. The issue is that the attacking defenders were shit. The issue with the attacking defenders, furthermore, is that on average, because people decide their teams mostly on average. Like, I know it sounds shit. I know it sounds techie to decide on average, but if you're considering buying Kadioglu or Van Heke, when you know that Van Heke will have probably 2 points more on average every game, which leads to more bonus points as well because he's doing those great stuff, you are basically not going to risk it with Kadioglu. The same can be said with, let's say, who is a good example? With Tarkovsky over O'Brien, for example, or Tarkovsky over Mikulenko. You can argue that it's like this for Mukiele over the left back. Rice to Cherky or Thiago to Welbeck for a -4. I would say, Radu, probably Thiago to Welbeck. I like Rice for the final weeks. For midfielders, again, you're not going to it says for defense more. It just gets the DEFCON good options that you want to push. Overall in the season, it doesn't give. But if you look at Chalobah over Kukurea, of course you go with Chalobah. with Andersen over the fullback. Andersen is a prime example. They didn't keep a lot of clean sheets, which was the reason that they're shit. Collins over Coyote. Why? Because Collins gets you the DEFCON. For cheap defenders, you don't look anymore for the exciting part. For midfielders, I think it's a good update because you still can find a cheap attacking player, but if you want to get a regular points in, you get for DEFCON. Overall, it doesn't ruin the experience that much, but it gets you to defenders like Gabriel Lacroix, Gay, more than Ben White, Munoz, and let's say Mateus Nunes. Rado, I don't think hits at this point of the season are worth it, genuinely. But if you want, do it, man. It's your team. And overall, with these transfers, the thing is that not a lot of players buy forwards. Because, yeah, you can get these 2-3 forwards. But on overall, you get a lot of more guaranteed points by defenders. To some extent, of course. And especially with midfielders. So, yeah, I get the DEFCON. I think that for midfielders, it's shit that they need to get 12 to get some points. But it will be too OP if they end up on 10. Maybe it's a nice balance. When you look at the overall picture, it boosted. We don't care about it because it gives you 1 point per 3. And it's not about DEFCON, it's about ball recovery. DEFCON is like heading the ball away. That's a DEFCON. Blocking a shot, that's a DEFCON. Ball recovery is you need to get the ball away from the attacking player and keep it in your possession. That's ball recovery. While DEFCON is just being bad at defending, being bad at progressing the ball, and it promotes people that clears the ball. It promotes players that cannot hold the ball. They just promote a slide tackle in, and that's a ball recovery. That's a DEFCON. Because you get the defensive contribution there. You face a team that shoots far away, you get, again, the team, it promotes bad defending to some extent. Hello, Alesto. Your team is Roofs, Dubravka, Gabriel O'Reilly, Thiago, Virgil, Neko, Gordon, Fernandez, Roger, Semenyo, Wilson, Haaland, Cover, Thiago. With one transfer, what to change? So you play Roofs, you play Gabriel, you play O'Reilly, you play probably Virgil. You then play Fernandez, Roger, Semenyo, Wilson, and you can play Gordon. Gordon, is he back? Is he back? I don't know if he plays Gordon. So one of the options is to swap Gordon to Saka. Another option is to drop Thiago for Welbeck. I think those are the two options that you have. So Ricky, that's why we don't care about it, because you have to be good at defending to make. No, they don't. Believe me, they don't. It's not about recovery. No. Last game, when I watched it live, I watched Pacho. He cleared the ball. He slide tackled the ball. He blocked shots. He did everything out there. And he got only when he took the ball and did something with it and kept it in his possession. Blocking a shot and ball going 30 meters away or clearing the ball into the stands does not count as DEFCON in ball recovery. They don't. If you check, yeah, see, clearance, block, interception, and tackles. So basically, if they make a sliding tackle, and get the ball, that's a defcon. If he intercepts a pass, that's a defcon. If he blocks a shot, that's a defcon. And if he clears the ball away, that's a defcon. Making a tackle, a clearance, and a block. While ball recovery, what is ball recovery in football? Ball recovery is taking the action of a player or team winning back possession for the team. So, yeah. Oh, sack. I would probably risk it with DCL. Probably. But you can also risk it with Krupi. Both penalty takers, yeah. Jack, I would take the hit and triple captain him, yes. Be right back, guys. Yeah, suck. Risk it, why not? Hello, Sandri, let me check. What? Palmer to Saka and roll. Palmer to Saka and roll, that's pretty obvious. That's it, man. And I would bench Hill, Struik, and Tough. No, man, fuck Rogers. No, Sandri, fuck it. Next week he is a sell. He has a final between Liverpool and City. Yeah, suck. Good luck, good luck. Hello, Gnam. I like it, I like it. I like it. I'm planning the same. Ognian, so I would start with Welbeck, go to Thiago, and finish on Bowen. Probably that's going to be my plan if I were you. Play he or Wilson, I would play Wilson, man, always. No, Ayush, no. Are you on a bench boost? Bench him, Ayush. Bench him. Why to take another hit? Okay, suck. Okay. Hello, Mark. Yes, I like those moves. I like them. Jack, probably Bo and Thiago has a very good fixture next week. In my opinion, though, I think against Palace they will solidify Europe. I think Jack, this is the play. Triple cap Cherky or Haaland? Haaland, Yazi, Haaland. I don't think that it's worth risking it, the triple captaincy. You saved it for such a fixture, so I think that's the play, man. Good luck, Ricky. Good luck. Thank you for coming on, man, once again. Your support means a world. Thank you. I honestly don't think there is a lot to discuss apart from answering some of your questions. Yo, Josh, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Thank you, Josh. I set it up with a wildcard last week, so it's not that brilliant planning for me, but I would have wanted the bench boost in 31, in 33. With Hugh and Senesi performance last week, yeah, it was the right strategy. GMX, triple captain, Nico, O'Reilly, Haaland or Cherky? Just a question, GMX, your mini league rivals, do they have triple captain left or no? Do they have it? I would sell probably Dango, Jack. I'm triple captain. Josh, my question is the same. Does your mini league rivals have triple captain chip left or no? They've used all of their chips. So if they have triple captain left, they will use it on Haaland. Your way is to use it on someone else. I would go for probably Cherky. Hello, it's Paolo. I'm good. How are you? What? It's Bao. I would. That's pretty tricky, it's Bao. That is pretty tricky. I would bench boost this week. So you get Rogers this week, wildcard next one, and free hit the final or the other one. I don't know. It literally doesn't matter. You have basically 2 free hits. You basically have 2 free hits. I would start probably Virgil. I see. Oh no, I would start Hugh. What am I speaking about? I would start Hugh. I would start Hugh. What am I talking about, man? Sorry. Nice team, Josh. Nah, I would bench Bowen before benching Rogers. Sorry, man, but I'm really not benching. I'm really not benching Rogers today against Burnley. Come on. Oof. Yes. Rehan. uh, here. Yeah, Josh, I would keep Bowen, man. I don't think it's that. Yeah, for me that's the play, Josh. I would start Mocht, probably Wilson. Yes, Josh, yes, probably yes. If you're benching Bowen, bet on the Arsenal fully. That's a good question, Prince. That's a good question. Let me check the Forest lineups. So against Chelsea, he was benched, but Abbott got an injury. Before that, he was benched. I think he plays. I think he plays, Prince. Hello, Penguin. How are you? How are you? Good morning. Oh, nice. I'm good, man. A little bit of sore throat, but yeah, I feel better today. Yesterday was tough, but today I'm better. I'm getting hungry though, but 30 minutes left, I will survive it. Yes, Prince. Good luck, Josh. See ya. Nah, Penguin, don't even joke about it, man. I honestly don't want anything to do with this disease shit. I will start this year. No Frank, no leaks. What leaks you want from our team, man? What leaks you want, man? We're shit all over the place. And we don't have more than... Tavernier or GP, it's okay to go. It's not worth it. I think that the Senesi will do the job. And I prefer GP. Hello Hamza, how are you? I would get only Bowen to Gyökeres. I will not take a hit. I would start probably JP, John. Lacroix in for Struik or Gyökeres. I would get Lacroix if you want to risk it for 1 week. I prefer GCO because of penalties. Bench boost active, Raya Dubravka, Virgil, Gine, Gabriel, Senesi, O'Reilly, Zubi, Mendy, Wilson, and Semenyo, Haaland. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hello, the Key and start 2 of Gross, Van Hecke, Calvert-Lewin, Towerly. I would start Gross and Calvert-Lewin. This would be a massive mistake. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not keen on people buying them. I got them on the wild card, but that was my plan throughout for the bench boost. If I drop this one completely, why did I activate the bench boost? So, yeah. Yep. Exactly the hint, exactly. For Senesi, no. No, no, no. No Ayup, only JP. Play Senesi. Cherki, Tenzi, Cherki, of course. Cherki. Hello, Mo. People are tuning in for the final 20 minutes. I see how you're moving, guys. Great. Munoz is non-existent. Munoz is great. Munoz is someone French. Munoz. Munoz. That was funny. Lacroix. The other French guy. Munoz versus Lacroix. Two French people. I prefer Lacroix. Hey, Blanky. Hello, FPL, some good luck. Is Sesko gonna play? Probably not. Tavernier to KDH, Mr. Jik. Who to replace Sesko with? Welbeck, Richarlison. Welbeck or Richarlison for me makes the most sense. Next week I'm getting probably KDH. And I would think about Wirtz as well. Just wanna see how he plays. Because Vivo will be with shit players. They will not risk their starting lineup before a midweek in 37 final. So if you feel at Penguin football, go with Mbomo, man. Yes, Blanky. Hello, Jonathan. Where have you been, Jonathan? Jonathan. Yes, Blanky. Palmer out. Screw Chelsea. They ruined my season. I got Cuckoo, I got Enzo, I got Palmer, I've got Pedro, Chalobah. Every one of them was just shit. I don't think he is. Irfan, yeah, I'll be watching it. Nothing too serious. I'm not going to do a watch along for this game. My throat hurts from yesterday and I want to keep it. If my throat was well, I would have probably watched along that, but for now I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it is worth it. It. It's 4:50 a.m. What? And you're awake? Why? It's a fucking Saturday, man. It's a fucking Saturday. Thank you for coming on, man. Wow. 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. We have 7 hours, 8 hours difference. Irfan, I think he stays, sadly. If he hasn't been fired yet, the only thing that can fire him is not getting UCL, realistically. But the other teams are so bad. And yeah. Jamie, if you don't have anything else to fix, I like it. I'm planning to do something similar. I sold Thiago this week. Probably gonna buy him next week. Maybe for GCL. Maybe. Then I need to sell him again. because he has shit fixture in 38. But yeah, I don't have anything else to do with my transfers. Honestly, it's only Rogers that I need to get rid. And the rest I can keep. So I can maneuver my forwards plenty of times. I would have 2 free transfers next week and 1 for the final day. Yeah. Even though I can stay with Richie, Welbeck and Calvert-Lewin. But yeah. And then I'll sell him to Poet. Oh, I'm so sleepy, man. It's Jonathan, it's 5 o'clock to him, not to me. Oh. Why am I so sleepy? Yeah, Jamie. Should I start Hugh or Joao Pedro? For me, Joao Pedro. I would always start the attacker, and Liverpool have been pretty bad in defense. And Joao Pedro is doing fine. Keeper Darwin Verbruggen. Defense is Gabriel, Saliba, O'Reilly, Struik, Van Hecke. Why don't you free hit this week? Sescu might be okay for game week 37. Why don't you free hit now, Blanky? Get probably a Palace defender in, so you can get Verbruggen, O'Reilly, Gabriel and Lacroix. You can get Cherky, Rogers, Saka, Bruno, and up front Richarlison, Welbeck and Haaland. Why don't you use it? Like, I know your team is solid, but I would do it. And with 2 free transfers, then you can sell next week Sescu if he's not fit, or Palmer to Saka. Yeah. Yep, Frankie, yep, it can. It can, for sure. I think that Real Madrid needs to get rid of all of them. All of them gone. I don't care. Rebuild it with people that fight for the budget with academy players. Just get rid of them. Chouameni, Kamavinga, Mbappe, Rudiger. Get the hell out of this team. Like, play with Spanish players and yeah. Jonathan Kadioglu or Van Hecke? No, the president has been ideal for them. He has brought them success. He has brought them success. Joao Pedro and DCL Siman. No, Saka, I'm not a Madrid fan. I'm just a football fan. But yeah, these players, just get them the hell out. Just get rid of the deadwood. Just get rid. Dead players. They're not that even good. He had issues with the Super League not becoming a thing. That is the thing. He wanted the Super League so bad. He wanted money, 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 but yeah. Although both are good for chasing, I'm going for Cherky. Positional data suggests that both Everton and Palace concede a lot from the attacking side of midfield, so Cherky is ideal there in my opinion. Drifting from the right, yeah. Honestly, sack him. Cut the contract and whoever buys him, buys him. Fuck this shit. Like, pay him the wages and you will just... Or just drop him to the bench, whatever. Pay him the salary and then... whatever. Who is weak? Blank. Yep, Penguin. It's the marketing stuff. It's the marketing stuff that he cares about. I don't know who is weak, Blanky, but I like Richarlison. What he has been fine in, exactly. Bench DCL. I prefer Welbeck, Blank. Yeah, Penguin, but what are these goals led to? He scored so many goals in UCL, but what did they help? Exactly. They needed to go through the playoff phase. Then in Spain, he scored a lot of goals, resulting in nothing. Like, it's cool to score goals, but it's okay to win something when you concede. Hello, Tio. When you score goals... Like, I get cool, it's cool. He scored so many in PSG as well. Good luck, Rihan. Good luck. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, that's true, but... But ideally, when you are invisible in some games, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. And his attitude is not brilliant. Nah, not you. Nice, Andre, I like it. That's true Penguin football, but defense starts from the attack. You know that? Nah. No way. No way, Gio. No fucking way. It's not happening. Mbappe is the top scorer. Yeah, but when the defenders are free to pass the ball around and there is space behind him, it's tough to defend. Because Vini does not help in defense as well. So yeah. Van Heke, Blanke. Yeah, that's true, Penguin. That's true, but he helps in other areas to score them 6 goals. And Mbappe is a player for a specific time of play style that at the moment is not popular. Best of luck, Sak. Good luck in your mini league. Oh no, I like... yes, because Vini brings a scandal to him as well. That's the thing, is that Vini gets scandals around him. Like, he gets so many unnecessary scandals. Like, they have so many people with black skin in their team, but it's only Vinny that gets bullied in itself. One of their biggest legends have been black-skinned. So yeah, I think that that does not help him at all. The scandals around the team are just... Nah, but he's a center of attention. That he's the center of attention with his scandals. That's the issue. Ah, Waldo, come on, man. Nah. So yeah, the scandals around the team just does not help Vinny's case, honestly. How is he always the center of attention? How? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, he needs to bring more success. You need someone to defend the ball. Mbappe needs to run in behind. Mbappe needs a team that will help him run in behind. Like, he does well when there is space behind him. When a team knows how to defend, it gets tricky. I don't know. I'm not the... But Mbappe brings you so many stuff, like goals, speed. It's just... That persuasion of Ballon d'Or makes a lot of shit things, to be fair. I think the issue is that they're fighting... They're fighting, so yeah. Valverde's position is not to score goals. Mm. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you very much for tuning in and having a chat with me. And I think House and Place, Carreras is, yeah, Chouameni should go. But yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. It was amazing once again. I will be posting a video. So yeah, tonight we can have fun. There are last couple of games. We'll watch Liverpool. A lot of games would have been played, so